Okay.
How's it going, Dow?
It's going fine.
Do you want me to join you, or do you want to do it solo?
Whichever.
Alright, I am going to not palm twice in a row, so
Fair
thank
enough.
you. Good luck.
And I'm just on the multi-stream, right? Or
You can watch the thing that I'm broadcasting in this channel.
oh, it's a good point. Okay, looks like we're getting ready to start the all dungeons race here between Spleebie and MrByer. So let's see what is in store for us tonight. And the beginning of this run is, well, it's not that fun. We have a little bit of just talking and mashing for here, and then we will have a trick we have to do at about the 1.5 minute mark, 2 minute mark, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I assume most people are pretty familiar with this game at this point. But if anybody's not, let me know. Getting hit by the guard there, not the best, but doesn't really matter. So Spleebie got the easy part of the trick done, and now for the less easy part of the trick. And same with MrByer. Nice. Spleebie got through. Finagling that guard is tough sometimes. And MrByer's through. Awesome. Okay, and it is one thing that's kind of cool about this category to me is like, there's two skill sets being tested, and that's your glitched skill set, which is what we're seeing Spleebie do here, and how quickly you can get all these clips. That one was pretty good from Spleebie. MrByer's having a little bit more trouble, but that. Ooh, uh, ooh, you don't like to see that. Okay, we got it. Took a little bit there, but we're fine. And the the NMG skill sets, which, I mean, a lot of people are pretty good at that stuff these days, but that's going to come mostly in the dungeons here. And I did try to watch some of their VODs to see the different routes they would take, and I don't quite know the route differences well enough myself, but we'll see what happens tonight. Spleebie off to an early lead here, mostly from the clip, I would say. Eastern has got to be the least interesting dungeon. I don't know. It's the one you've just done the most, and it's kind of the only hard rooms are in the back, but still stuff kind of is just annoying sometimes. This room on Spleebie's side, got it pretty easy most of the time, but always a little nervous when it goes bad. MrByer opting to get a heart, just for extra safety, I guess. It's fine. Classic chest turn. Okay, MrByer going right out of that room is... I'm pretty sure it's like almost always a little bit slower. Even when you get RNG like that where you can just walk. But it's not a big deal. It was a good pause from Spleebie to make sure he was reading RNG correctly, and good job in that room there. On our first boss fight of the night, nice easy strat, 5 arrows first and then 13 to finish him off. MrByer gets a little bit lucky that the enemy didn't drop arrows, but well, that first arrow was almost maybe a little bit late, but it's looking good. And oh, okay, we're fine. We did it. And this section, when I was doing this category years ago, this is my least favorite part of the whole run. Not a big fan of this Palace of Darkness split. Although based off splits, it looks like we're going to have different routes, which will be fun to keep track of. Yeah, so I guess, well, we still have Rain State, which is nice, honestly. Like, the overworlds are way nicer with no enemies on the screen. And it's gonna be... eh. So we're gonna head up to Death Mountain and then make our way into Palace of Darkness. Which I guess sounds a little insane on the surface, but it's fine. Just a little bit of difficulty with the trick there. Not too much, MrByer said. Getting to the right spot is... I mean... it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, honestly, all the enemies on, like, the overworld up to here being gone is not that big a deal, although it's convenient, but nothing on Death Mountain screens is great. This is not where we want to be. Okay. In the right cave. Nice little setup to go to Palace of Darkness here. Oh, slightly different setups for this. And we're through, that's good. Okay, so Spleebie is officially in Palace of Darkness now. Before we were just kind of in the dungeon, but not really. Officially in now. And here there's going to be a couple of little differences on Spleebie's side from RMG, but kind of sort of mostly the same. MrByer is just going to get the hammer here, and then we're going to come back, I think. It's just, I don't know. It's interesting watching two people be in the same dungeon and one of them's got enemies on the screen and the other one doesn't. It is pretty convenient here for getting the hammer, actually, because the pixel we want to be on is grid aligned, and so you can just do a nice easy dash. With the helm sword on the bridge, you can't do that. So, gets the hammer jump, grabs the hammer, in good shape. We tried for the chest turn and failed, so it's like minus 10 seconds. Alright, so MrByer grabbed the hammer coming back to pod later, but now we're going to do escape, which is going to end the rain state for us. I forget what else it does. But if you ask me, escape's a dungeon, so you'd have to do it anyway. Okay, good arrow drop on Spleebie's side. Now, of course, escape with the hammer is nothing at all like escape normally, so you kind of just get to do whatever you want. Hammer one-shotting all the enemies is great, and So this screen's different for Spleebie, because we don't have the boomerang here. We need to deal with the switches some other way. And also we'll see the best part about Escape, which is mirroring out and being done with it after this save and quit. And we're going to hope Spleebie here has a good Helmosaur. This boss is definitely a little bit scarier when it's 2-hit KO instead of your normally 3 or 4 from RMG. Looking good so far. Nicely done. Opting to play it a little bit safe there, which makes a lot of sense given a race, but... So yeah, we're going to see a lot of different things happening on both their screens. Kind of maybe some similar stuff, but I mean, eventually it'll all be the same. But for now, not so much. Moldorm was protecting that key pretty well. And for now, we're just going up through here the normal way. Don't like to see getting hit too much here, but it was an interesting menu, right? Whoa. That was a lot of lag. That is unfriendly enemy placement. So here we're going to go into Swamp. Very cool. Assuming this... Alright, very cool mini Moldorm. Oh, rude guard on Spleebie's side. Okay, got the teleport. Great. And then we're going to swim in this water without flippers, which is certainly something you can do. Link took swimming lessons, and there you go. Okay, we're through, and then, yeah, awesome. And we'll be able to grab the hook shot here. And then leave. It's great. So we're coming back to finish another dungeon. All right, and MrByer's got 3 hearts for this Thieves Town split, which is much friendlier than 2. And Spleebie's finishing up our escape. I don't know how much time that movement loses on MrByer's side, but 3 hearts is definitely a scary place to be, and just want to make sure you don't take any unnecessary damage here. This Thieves Town split is like, I mean, literally just the same. I mean, it's not... Okay. It's not literally the same, because none of the enemies die in this dungeon anymore. But we don't really want to stop and kill them anyway. It does make a couple of enemies a little bit less friendly. Oh, yep. On Spleebie side, just got... was unable to get to the bomb explosion a little bit late, and had to do it again. Not a problem. Not the friendliest hellway, but we're through. Ooh, that is not good. Half a heart is not where you want to be in this dungeon. Oh, that did not blow up. And now the room's a lot worse. Oh, yep. Okay. Everything's fine. This is all okay. Spleebie is showing us that we can go fast, even in rooms where we're not going anywhere at all. That room's pretty tricky to navigate sometimes. Getting through, taking damage is great on MrByer's side. Nice, good job so far. Oop, okay. This screen, the blue Zazak's not dying, is much less forgiving in this category. Whoop, okay. And just taking care of them is fine. Now at 2.5 hearts, I would never sweat anything in this dungeon. Oh. Okay. Here we're gonna have a totally normal blind fight, nothing to it. Spleebie also having a bit of trouble with this clip. These things can be tricky. Nice, good job. And excellent job by MrByer. Finish that blind fight. Spleebie also getting his hook shot here. Another just turn, so Spleebie can get his time lost back from the one he missed before. He's got 2 good and 1 bad, I think. Farming some hearts here. Hopefully, okay. 3 to 4 is definitely less big than 3 to 2, but it is, or sorry, going from 3 to 4 is definitely not as important as going from 2 to 3, but sometimes Hellway is just super tricky, and extra health is always nice. MrByer picking up a few things we'll need later. The book and the tempered sword, which in that case, later is right now. Oh, oh, Spleebie. That was tricky. But yeah, in that case, you want to just walk instead of charging a dash. That's also a little bit scary sometimes when that Zazek's there because the fighter sword doesn't die. You can kind of get a little unlucky or whatever, but we're fine. Trying to dupe the heart, no luck, but 3 hearts is fine. Hopefully this can be a little bit friendlier for Spleebie. Alright, good correction after we got the initial pixel wrong. Oh, you hate to see it. No fence dash. Okay. Spleebie's adventures on that Bumble floor screen, not quite as bad as MrByer's, but now 6 Heart Skull Woods is it can be tough. It doesn't take too much for things to go wrong in this dungeon. Whoa. Okay, and those mummies are one of them, and we're through without getting hit. Mostly it's like the moth fight itself. It's easy to just or the Ropas, but easy to just take a hit you didn't mean to. Oh, that skeleton was not. I know there's a couple ways to deal with that skeleton, but sometimes he's just with Spleepy stress. Sometimes he's just not friendly. Good job. Theron's. Oh, MrByer fell. Ooh, okay. Okay. Item dashing is look. Pressing 2 buttons at the same time, I pretty sure is not possible. So let's see this moth fight. Always very tricky, but I can go very fast. Oh, good job, good job. Pretty good moth. The only thing is that RNG. There was a couple of opportunities to do a poke dash, which is takes a lot of practice to get good at those, but still a good fight. And now Spleebie is going to be look to just be trailing MrByer, but he has finished 2 whole more dungeons. Even though MrByer will make those up quickly when he gets back to them. one of which is right here. I'm gonna save and quit up to Death Mountain and do Hera. And being able to do Herapot here is okay. Has the potential to make things very fast. Good job there. Wait, you haven't done? Oh, I can't keep up. Things are going wrong in my head. That's right. I have had a lot of stuff on my mind, and I forgot. Yes. He has to do pod. That's right. Oh, Moldorm is... We got it. We did it. Moldorm has never bothered anybody in this game. Alright, Spleebie's winning huge. Got defense dash. Please? Okay, yeah. When you hook dash like that, you can't swing the sword, so the little dead rock in the way is super obnoxious. Grabbing either medallion so we can get into MrByer. And Meyer is probably one of, like, it's pretty similar, but having fewer hearts is really a big deal. And looks like messed up. Where is this gonna put us? We have to redo Hera? Yeah, okay. That's not great, but not the end of the world. All right. Very fun room. And Spleebie has had a pretty good Skullwood so far. No big concerns. Alright. Good Moldorm fight. Okay. That fire snake was rude. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. I mean, it's not good, but there are worse deaths. And those mummies are just like, oh, fire snake, please. This is a screen that when it goes well, everything's great, and when you press like one button wrong, everything is terrible. So, got it the second time. There you go. Well... Okay. It's another screen, doing it just a little bit wrong is... Oh. Okay, 2 hearts for Moth. Just be perfect and it's fine. Whoop. Okay, okay, okay. It's really scary getting the downwards convert, or it's really scary doing that bonk when Moth goes straight down like that. But good job by Spleebie to get through it. Okay, MrByer has successfully made his way to Mire, which is, you love to see it, really. So Mire, with, what is this? Can I count? 8 hearts is, I mean, it's enough, honestly. But you can't really afford any mistakes. And, okay, sometimes that fire snake is just in the way. Not this time, so that's good. Alright, and here Spleebie is actually finishing Hera. Okay. First half of this dungeon is certainly not the most interesting, but a lot of just making sure nothing goes wrong, which looks good on MrByer's side. Okay, unfriendly dead rocks again, although friendlier. And Spleebie likewise making his way to Mire now. Small thing there, but you should diagonal into that hook shot, not cardinal down. And yeah, the start here of Mire where we start taking intentional damage, 3 hearts there. Big reason why we don't want to take any extra damage because of all the intentional damage we're going to take. And then this is a little bit different from NMG, but for our spooky, we have to have a slightly different setup. Yeah, looks like we're through the first bit fine here. And really, it's this screen right here that we're worried about. Oh no. Let's see. You can bow this or boom it or something. Yeah. That is. I'm not sure I've seen that one before, but that's tough. You have bombs. Thank goodness. Just blow up the wall. Hey. Rooms we haven't seen since 2019 showing up on our screens here. Okay. Did take a little bit of, I think, no, 5 hearts is tough sometimes here. Okay, this is not where we want to be. Whoa. And still need some hits on. Yep, one more. Oof. Never doubted it. Okay, once we're through Meyer, we can breathe a little bit, I guess. So we'll see how Spleebie does it. Because Spleebie has finished Pod, he's got one extra heart here, which can matter. Now we are off to do Desert. Since MrByer got the Cave State big key, right? That works for Desert, and you can just go. So this will be another quite quick dungeon. Well, getting beat up by the Beamos, that's... Oops, we'll be also having a little bit of trouble here. Okay, we're getting illegal rooms twice in the same race. And this Lammolas fight will be nice and fast, hopefully. Oh, wow, those were not the friendliest hops. But we're through Lammo. Spleebie is working on... Oh no! Our boss is brutal. We're taking intentional damage so that that doesn't happen, but sometimes things just go a little bit awry. Here we have gone across the whole world to get to Ice Rod, which we'll need for 12 Rock. Yeah, okay. Luckily, we can just revisit the illegal room again, and we don't need to use another bomb. Oh. Okay. Back in pod for MrByer. Here our goal is to open the boss door. which, because of getting the cave state big key from pod, we don't have the pod big key. Okay, things are looking fine on Spleebie's side. So here, yeah, we have to open the Palace of Darkness boss door in cave state, because that's the big key we have. We don't have the Palace of Darkness one. When you do that, though, well, you can't actually beat the dungeon. So I'll have to come back again. Okay, we have clipped through the rail and opened the door. You'd love to see it. So now we still have a few dungeons left. Turtle Rock, Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, and on MrByer's side also Palace of Darkness. And we're gonna need the flippers, which are like one screen below this. So we'll just stop by Turtle Rock on our way to the flippers and do that whole dungeon. It's great. Turtle Rock will enter from one of the mountain entrances and get through this way. Working our way backwards to the big key. Good room here. You just get to hold up the whole way. Ooh, the roller not being the friendliest. On Spleebie's side, we're hoping to see a one cycle, but like MrByer showed, sometimes the landmos just give you awkward short hops that makes it difficult even with the fire rod. That was a much easier pattern to deal with and nicely handled by Spleebie. And for Trinex, luckily we killed this boss so fast that health doesn't matter too much. But in the worst case, we still have more than 4 hearts, so in great shape. Well, that head was trying to spit some ice. Okay, that is one of the ways the worst case happens against Trinex. Just get a little bit off with your timing or positioning on that hit. But No big deal. Good fight. We'll be clipping to Turtle Rock here as well. Nope. Didn't get the mirror wrap, that's fine. There you go. Two buttons on the same frame, like I said, possible. So yeah, gotta get to Light World first, but gonna grab our flippers. And this screen, you know, it's literally exactly the same as it is in NMG, but oh, it's actually impossible when the screen looks different. Yeah, it's a little hard to know timing-wise where they're both at exactly. Spleebie had the Vidi death. MrByer had to redo Hera. So now, MrByer is finally finishing Palace of Darkness. Now that we're here for the third time. Good Draenix fight. And having Samaria for this is actually kind of interesting. You don't have to push a statue. It's great. Okay. Grabbing those arrows. Yeah, don't hit the switch because you already hit it. Good job. So yeah, once Spleebie picks up the flippers, and MrByer finishes this, they'll be all tied up, right? They've done all the same things. Should we be preheating the switch? I have no idea. Okay, but this fight will be much easier for MrByer. Although without holding the sword out, the hammer hitbox is tiny. So I'm missing a couple hits there. But holding the... Whoa. Holding the sword out does make navigating the boss fight tough, so. So it is looking like Spleebie is a little bit ahead here. One crystal catch difference, more or less. Now into Swamp, and this time we have flippers, so we don't do any shenanigans to actually swim. Well, we still have to get in the dungeon, I suppose, but... This is a nice and easy dungeon, especially when you don't hardly have to do most of it. Skipping the entire left side is great. At this point, also, this is a good chance to pick up any bombs or arrows we may still need. I don't know how many bombs we need. Having the hookshot there lets you just hook straight up to that. Okay, pretty decent job there by Spleebie. "19 arrows certainly feels good." Oh, almost let him through, not quite. And pretty easy boss, but hard to do fast. Oh, that's... okay. The nice thing about Argus is that even when you don't get the 0 cycle, you get the pretty easy 1 cycle. I did not see how fast MrByer's diver down was, but it seems like it was pretty good because I looked away and then it was done. Yes, Spleebie, thank you for letting us know that this crystal... Oh, Link is almost swallowed by the text. That's not where you want to be. Does it on purpose. Listen, you still don't want to be there. You don't want to be on 1 heart either. This is fine. Everything's great. Listen, when Link's swallowed by the text, you're losing frames, okay? It's like some number between 0 and 100, but it's frames. Just can't do that. Whoop. Oh, alright. Very cool. And we are into Ice Palace. Which is going to be very quick. Yeah, that crystal catch is much better. Not losing between 0 and 100 frames. Well, you probably are losing at least one, because getting a perfect crystal catch is a meme, but Spleebie getting through that nicely. MrByer showing off when you have too many items, you can't menu. There's too many choices where you go. And just about on to Cold Stare here. Nicely done for MrByer. Eight rod shots and... Oh, okay. Everything's fine. Plenty of health. Everything's fine. So MrByer has a chance to make up quite a few seconds here. A good Cold Stare. Oh, that's scary. Okay. Everything looks fine. Still got 5 hearts. Should be just like one more slash. 2 slashes. Okay. We're fine. So difference is just under a minute here. I think this crystal catch is like, I don't remember, 50-ish seconds, 53? I don't know. It's been too long. And so we have done all of the dungeons except for Ganon's Tower and one that definitely shouldn't be a dungeon, Aga Tower. But it's fine. Okay. Not the fastest way into Ganon's Tower, but we got there. And this is going to be pretty similar to how we do it in NMG. Ganon's Tower is probably one of the more skill-intensive dungeons. We've seen a lot of RMG skills being tested. Of course, we test NMG skills in this category too, but this one is very much not too many tricks or anything. Just do it. Spleebie has a million arrows. And use 18 of them right here. Is it still fine? Probably. Yep. Okay. Use 19 of them for good luck. And one difference, I suppose, is that we can see on MrByer's side is you don't have to get the health refill. You can do this on not 13 hearts if you'd like, not 14 hearts. Through mimics with no disasters. It's good. Ooh, that's a little bit awkward, but it will probably still be fine. Yeah, still fine, MrByer's side. Okay. And one of the reasons why you would choose to take the health refill is it is easy to take a lot of damage in this dungeon. Lots of stuff, trying to do it quick. If you accidentally nudge an enemy or whatever, just like that, and damage starts to add up for sure. But if you're confident... Oh, blocked by the Beamos. Ooh. Okay, everything's fine. Oh, that was not the easiest pattern to deal with. Yes, Spleebie tried to dash through the middle of the spike. Oh, that's... alright. MrByer starting his gauntlet here. Ooh. Ooh. Skeletons don't like to cooperate sometimes. Oh, apparently neither do the Zazax. That was... why did you have to stop? Otherwise, we're doing fine. MrByer gets his revenge. One cycle landmo. Love to see it. Oh, Moldorm, please. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. See, everything is fine. Off to pretty fun boss, Aga 2. Definitely very tricky. That was a nice pattern though. Oh, this could be good. Oh, why are you like that, Aga? Get to save some time with that clip. Oh, falling to Moldorm. Moldorm has been quite rude today. Well, I think that's a poke, which is scary. Okay, got through it. Mirroring in the wrong spot sends you back. You don't want to do that. Oh, not twice. Oh, this time for sure. We did it. And yeah, off for Aga Tower, which is certainly much simpler when we can do all this. MrByer's Aga 2 fight. Not nearly as friendly so far. But that was a pretty solid fight. Good job. Unfortunately, not saving any time with that clip. But it happens. And only one mirror needed. And with all these different items, we can see quite a few different strats in Aga Tower. I do not know the timing. Timing differences between them, but they're very close. Unfortunately, though, the Tempered Sword doesn't do extra damage to Aga 1. So we still are just hoping things work out. And this is just our usual set of blue balls, which is the most engaging part of the game. Everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite, including mine. I'm literally not paying attention. I don't know how many blue balls Spleebie has. I only know I just see when the fight's over. And we figure it out. 3, maybe, I think, 4, some non-zero amount. Looks like it was 4. One last set of text to mash, and then one boss to beat, and we'll be done. Like, is the tech smashing more interesting than the Aga fight? I don't know. Maybe. Looks like we've had quite a few on MrByer's side. And then this will be a pretty normal Ganon fight. Hopefully. Looking good so well. Getting hit's fine. Oh, not looking good so far, actually. Missed one. This is a lot of blue balls. That's 7, yeah. Now, with the ring dashes, you can get like 15 hits in on Ganon on that before he phases, but it's pretty tight to get that many. Usually when you mess up, it's just missed a dash. Got torch glitch. Here we go. And now we're set up to get 3 spins every torch lighting. Oh, getting hit there is... Okay, still got it. And Spleebie is finished with the Ganon fight. Good job. Good run. Well, any run's good when you finish it. GG, Spleebie. And after Aga gives us a million blue balls, we're getting quite a few warps from Ganon. And the blue Ganon. Very cool. But we're immediately set up for triples. Looking good so far. Oh, got it. Good job. And that's your 12th hit. Great job. There you go. And GG's to MrByer. And yeah, great job to both our runners for finishing. All disasters living up to its name, mostly, and powering through takes a lot of gumption. I said one last set of text to mash, but guess you gotta mash the credits. Oh, I hate it here. Just let me hold the button or something, please.
Oh, here's the secret voice channel.
Yes, welcome Spleebie and GG.
Thank you. You don't have my audio, right, Momo? If you do, switch it because I'm playing mic in both places. Anyway, lots of disasters. That was fun.
Yeah, pretty normal, I think, for this category, but anything in particular stand out aside from maybe Viddy?
Yeah, I don't know. Viddy. I've been doing, I guess, 6 heart Viddy in NMG for a long time. and trying to switch to 4 heart and having trouble.
Yeah, it's a bit more precise. I think one thing is you looked a little high on, like, you were like a full tile deep into the bad instead of a little bit less.
Hmm.
I'd have to
Meyer
double
gonna
check, but
join. Yeah, I mean, I did like 30 Vidi fights before the race, but it wasn't enough, I guess. Other than that, yeah, I mean, little things, little 20-second time losses in a couple places.
for a
Skullwood's death was
race,
pretty bad.
oh yeah, the Skullwood's death. That I mean, that one at least is not that big of a time loss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for a race, not having like only the one really truly bad thing is pretty good.
Hey, MrByer, GG's.
GG's.
And yeah, GG. Did you have any thoughts, MrByer? We were just talking about our one major disaster of Fiddy death, and we know you had the hard lock,
Yeah,
but
I was hoping Meyer was gonna be my big time save because I died. This is like last week's run, and I died in Meyer last time, but I ended up because of that hard lock, I ended up losing time, so it's kind of worse than a Meyer death.
it is, well, yeah, it sucks. Uh,
Yeah, I've never seen a hard lock there.
It's happened to me in the
Just new to
past.
me.
That's why I don't like, cause like I think the ledge is like not perfectly horizontal, so like you can like nudge yourself to the like too far left or too far right if you like hold down and don't quick hop in time, which is why I've started neutral dashing. But I was trying to do it, but I think my input got eaten, so I just was holding down the whole time, and it ended up happening.
So is that like you make a transition and then hard lock, like just because you were holding down?
Yeah, because like
Or like it
the
scrolls
ledge.
the screen a little bit and the hard lock is right there. Like you hardly have time to react to it.
Yeah, I think because like the ledge is like already past the screen transition, and so it's kind of difficult to go back up and like back to the left to try to correct your horizontal position because you have really good chance of hitting the transition and hard locking.
Okay.
I thought there was a way to fix it, but that hasn't happened to me in a while because I've been neutral dashing the whole time, so I forgot it.
I mean, trying to remember every detail about this game is impossible. So it's just like when, that is like 2.5 minutes and you forget just one thing is really rough.
I don't think there's a quick op there. Is there? I don't know. Maybe there is.
Because
Yeah,
like some
it's just hard to put like an actual good run together in this category. Like I had a over minute PB last night just because I happened to not die or screw up anywhere.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
I've just been like I'm not really that miffed about losing. I'm just really annoyed I haven't been able to get a good run on these splits. Like I've kept running these splits because they're pretty race safe, and I've been trying to get a good run on them, but it's just never manifested.
What's your real PB?
A 1:13:19.
Okay. Yeah.
For reference, my sum
Nice.
of best on these splits is like a one. It's like a 110, and the best run I have on it is like a 116.
That is quite the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks Dow for doing commentary. I was throwing in a couple of things to see if you would notice, like the
I
spike dash. But
we're here. This category is super hard because you have to do all the NMG stuff, but you also have to have all the glitched stuff down as well. And I'm not going to get on people for losing 10 frames on the NMG stuff in an RMG category, you know?
yeah,
And also, I didn't catch everything. I tried to, but it's hard.
it's hard to watch two screens at once.
But any other last thoughts here?
Well, thanks, MrByer, for the race. Good luck on next week.
Yeah. Hopefully, no major disasters.